Long ago, in the ancient land of Israel, there lived a man whose strength was unlike anything the world had ever seen. His name was Samson. People said he could defeat entire armies alone. They said he could break chains like threads. But Samson's strength did not come from muscles alone. It came from a promise. A promise between God and Samson before he was even born. This is the story of power, betrayal, faith, and destiny. This is the story of Samson and Delilah. Many years before Samson was born, Israel was suffering. Their enemies, the Philistines, ruled over them. The people of Israel prayed for help. One day, an angel appeared to a woman who could not have children. The angel told her something incredible. She would have a son. But this child would be special. He would be dedicated to God from birth. And there was one important rule. The child's hair must never be cut. Because his strength would come from this sacred promise. Soon the child was born. His parents named him Samson. And from the very beginning, everyone could see something extraordinary about him. As Samson grew older, his strength became legendary. Samson grew into a powerful young man. Stories about him spread across the land. One day, Samson was walking through the countryside when suddenly a lion attacked him. The lion roared loudly and leaped toward him. But Samson was not afraid. With his bare hands, Samson grabbed the lion and defeated it. People could not believe what they heard. How could one man defeat a lion with no weapon? But Samson knew the answer. His strength came from God. Yet Samson was not always wise. He often followed his emotions instead of wisdom. And that would soon lead him into danger. The Philistines feared Samson. Every time he appeared, their soldiers trembled. They knew that one man could destroy their armies. They needed a plan. They needed someone who could discover the secret behind Samson's strength. And that is when they found a woman named Delilah. Delilah was clever. She was beautiful. And she knew how to gain people's trust. The Philistine leaders went to her with an offer. They promised her a great reward if she could discover Samson's secret. Delilah agreed. And soon she began spending time with Samson. Slowly, Samson fell in love with her. But he did not realize that danger was closer than he thought. One evening, Delilah spoke softly to Samson. She asked him a question. "Samson," she said. "Tell me the secret of your strength." Samson smiled. But he did not tell her the truth. Instead, he gave her a false answer. He told her that if he were tied with special ropes, he would become weak. That night, while Samson slept, Delilah secretly tied him with ropes. Then she shouted, "Samson! The Philistines are coming!" Samson woke up. And with one powerful movement, he broke the ropes easily. Delilah looked surprised. But she was not finished. Again she asked him the secret of his strength. And again Samson gave her another false answer. This happened several times. Each time, Samson escaped easily. But Delilah continued asking. Day after day. Night after night. She begged him to tell the truth. Until finally, Samson grew tired. And one night, he revealed the secret he had protected his entire life. Samson told Delilah something he had never told anyone. "My strength comes from God," he said. "And my hair has never been cut. If my hair is cut, my strength will leave me." Delilah realized the moment had come. That night, while Samson slept peacefully, Delilah called the Philistine soldiers. Quietly, they entered the room. A servant stepped forward. And slowly, carefully, they cut Samson's hair. When Samson woke up, Delilah shouted again. "Samson! The Philistines are here." Samson jumped to his feet. He tried to fight. But something was wrong. His strength was gone. For the first time in his life, Samson was powerless. The Philistines captured Samson. They chained him. They took him away as a prisoner. The once powerful warrior was now weak and humiliated. They forced him to work like a slave. Day after day, Samson pushed heavy stones and turned grinding wheels. People laughed at him. The strongest man in the world had fallen. But the Philistines did not realize something important. Samson's hair slowly began to grow again. And deep inside his heart, Samson began to pray. One day, the Philistines held a great celebration. Thousands of people gathered inside a large temple. They wanted to mock Samson. They brought him into the temple so everyone could laugh at him. But Samson asked the servant beside him one simple request. "Let me stand between the pillars that hold the building." The servant agreed. Samson placed his hands on the massive pillars. Then he whispered a prayer. "God, give me strength one more time." Suddenly, power returned to Samson. With all his strength, Samson pushed against the pillars. The ground shook. The pillars cracked. And the entire temple collapsed. Samson defeated his enemies one final time. The story of Samson teaches a powerful lesson. Strength alone is not enough. Wisdom matters. Faith matters. And the choices we make can shape our destiny. Even the strongest hero can fall. But with faith, redemption is always possible. And that is the legacy of Samson.